All right, so we do this bourbon thing. One of my biggest memories of bourbon. First of all, I don't know. I was kind of a Catholic family, so I mean, we like to drink, or my parents did.
Right.
You know, they would have get-togethers and parties, and like here's the coolest part though. My dad had we had our basement downstairs, and so it was a liquor store.
Really?
Like bourbon for days.
Wow.
And you know the coolest thing we would do as kids?
Drink it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Man.
Like we would go down there, and because we didn't want Dad to know that we got the bourbon out of there, you know, we would drink it, and you'd always mix a little water back with it.
Oh, Jim.
Little did we know that's like a classic way to drink bourbon.
I know, but you don't mess with Daddy's bourbon. I would lose my mind if Salem
You
got
didn't
in
even
there.
have bourbon in your house.
I didn't. I didn't have alcohol anywhere within reach or vision. I couldn't even wear a Budweiser shirt. Or nobody in my family wore anything that had anything to do with alcohol, smoking, dancing, anything. Anything. So I am, how old am I now, Jim? 45?
Something like that.
And I'm totally different now. I wear Budweiser shirts, I dance, and
Speedos.
lots of Speedos, and I love bourbon.
All right, so what makes bourbon so honestly Kentucky?
I don't know, Jim. We need...
That's one of those questions. When we started doing this, here's the key thing. Both of us enjoy bourbon.
Yeah.
We enjoy bourbon. Today we're drinking Basil Hayden. That is our selection today, which is, in my opinion, the best way to start a 2 shots on a barrel is with your favorite.
Yes.
And Basil, is it not your favorite?
It's absolutely one of the smoothest bourbons I've ever had, so that's my go-to.
So when you drink bourbon, like, you know how some people have amazing taste buds and stuff? Mm-hmm. I've seen it out on video, like they'll go like this.
Oh, you got to swirl it first. Yeah. Don't do it, man. I can't.
I taste the caramel and a little bit of the chocolate ringing through.
There's some fruity something in there.
It's like an orange peel or something.
No, I taste my belly burning. That's all I think I taste. I don't taste any kind of fruit, any kind of anything but the wood. It's kind of a woody taste. Who smells it? I mean, smell it real quick. Smell your bourbon.
Let me smell it.
Do you smell anything fruit related in that?
I got a little.
Dude, that's the cup.
I mean, I'm probably not smelling what like a whiskey. Excuse me.
Don't say whiskey.
Well, because why?
Because we didn't add anything to that, so it's a bourbon.
See, you've been all right.
That's the only thing I know.
You think you're so smart coming in here? I mean, we're the Bow brothers. We absolutely.
I don't know.
The only thing we know about bourbon is that, generally speaking, to be a good bourbon's got to be from Kentucky.
That's it.
What else we know about it?
If you mix something in it, it's no longer a bourbon. You cannot add to it.
What do you mean?
You cannot add.
You're talking about when it's before it goes into a bottle.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Because I can put it in a glass with water.
Yeah, but no,
I can put it in a glass with L81, which is a famous Kentucky drink.
You're getting on the edge there of making it whiskey. You don't want to add to it. It's water, ice.
All right.
Good to go.
Well, there's all kinds of things I want to learn about.
I know.
Like here's an example. Used to be, I would drink, if I was going to drink bourbon, I would put one of those things, whether it be Pepsi, Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Some of those things with it.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I would do it that way. So I'm like, one day I'm looking at all these bourbons that are out there and whatnot, and you're hearing about all these different drinks with bourbon, like an old fashioned.
That's yummy.
I'm like, what the heck is an old fashioned?
We learned, didn't we?
But we learned. And so we had one of those, and it was like,
where did we have it? A Christmas party.
Yeah,
man, important.
And it was good.
Man, it was good.
But listen, I'm 51 freaking years old, and that was the first time I'd ever had an old fashioned.
It fits your age, though, doesn't it?
I guess. But it made me realize there's so much I don't know about what is Kentucky's native.
Oh man.
It's Kentucky is the freaking bourbon capital of the world, J-Bo.
That's awesome. And we live right smack dab in the middle of all of it.
I mean, what is that the equivalent of? It's like being in Rome and not going to see the Pope.
I have family in Macon, Georgia that they like bourbon. You know, they're really, really country, and they talk about Maker's Mark. How much they? Oh, I love Maker's Mark. It's just hard to get around here. I'm like, what? It's hard to get in Macon, Georgia? They're like, yeah. I was like, I live 10 minutes from Maker's Mark. I'll get you all the Maker's Mark you want. And they're like, are you kidding? You can do that? I'm like, we're taken care of here in Kentucky. We're right in the middle of all these distilleries. Yeah. We have access to all of them. And so we got to think about that. There's people in other states that don't have the luxury that we have of going out and getting any kind of bourbon we want at any time of the day.
All right, so, yeah, you've been to Maker's Mark many times. Yeah. Dude, it's like a different planet down there.
Beautiful.
It's like you're in your own little world down in Maker's Mark. You're not in... we got that right here, dude.
10 minutes from the studio.
So it's completely makes sense to me when we started talking about bourbon and things Kentucky and all that there is. I think we live in, without doubt, the absolute greatest place in the whole wide United States.
Definitely.
But we are nobody else can have the claim to fame to being the bourbon capital of the world. And listen, we live here, J-Bo. It is our obligation to know more about bourbon and all things Kentucky. But here's the thing. I think that if we are so stupid about all things Kentucky and bourbon, we're not the only ones. I mean, we're pretty stupid. We're pretty dumb. We're pretty goofy. We are the Bow Brothers.
Yep.
But you know what? I bet if you did a quiz on people in Kentucky about the facts of bourbon, they would not have a clue. Most of them.
No, not at all.
It would have to be our good buddies, like experts in the field, like Little Beano Spalding.
Definitely, he's top notch.
Or many of his comrades at Independence Day, which is, goodness gracious.
We also have the Beam family all over Lebanon. We can get any of that Beam family in here.
I mean, we got just unbelievable.
You know, there's people
resources.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And you know, there's people in California listening right now, and they have no idea that we have a setup here in Kentucky where we can put you on a bus and take you to every damn distillery in Kentucky. Every single one. It's called the Bourbon Trail. And you can come to Kentucky.
I'm embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
I am embarrassed.
Why?
Because I have not been on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
I haven't either.
You know what we got to do?
Let's go.
Dude, I mean, that's got to be a key thing of 2 shots on a barrel.
We got to do it. I mean, you can go to all of them. And then they have another trail where you can go to the craft, you know, the smaller ones, and go to all of those.
So, I mean, we would get to go to these distilleries and then get on here and tell the whole world about it.
Yes.
From only our perspective.
Yes. You know, but we got to pace ourselves. And people coming from California or whatever state you're in, when you're on this tour, you need to pace yourself because you're going to all of them, all right?
Are you talking about pace yourself with respect to drinking?
I would say so, yes. Eat a little something because you're going to be drinking a whole lot of brown water everywhere you go. So
you know what another word, and this just speaks of my ignorance about it all.
Right.
You know, one of the words for bourbon in the industry of the really smart people?
No.
They call it juice. You ever heard it? You ever heard it?
No.
Like they'll say, man, such and such, some good juice. They've got some good juice.
Really? I like that.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, man, I like that.
All right. So one of the things I think, this is episode 101.
Yes.
Numero 101. Whatever.
Go ahead.
We got to do some foundational learning.
Definitely.
We've got to learn. And so this is, I think, an opportunity for us to really set the stage for how 2 shots on a barrel is going to go.
Yeah.
We can't just simply show up at a distillery and not have that foundation.
Right.
Because when people say, man, I heard your podcast, we can't walk in like complete and utter dweebs.
Like we usually do when we walk in places. Yeah.
All right, so I think that we definitely have to understand the foundations of bourbon. And I don't know. It would seem to me that the American Bourbon Association would be a good place to find out some facts.
Hey, why not start there?
I mean, unless this is like
I mean, if it's a lot of words, I'm out. I mean, I'm going to have to get somebody in here.
Oh my gosh! Like they've got like part of the section. This is probably for us,
Right?
Because we know a lot of myths about stuff. But they've got a myth section.
Nice.
Like for example, J-Bo, if I were to tell you, and I want you to agree or disagree and give your best answer. J-Bo, if I were to say, in my very eloquent voice,
Yes.
all whiskey is bourbon, J-Bo.
No.
You would say what?
Hell no.
To which you would tell somebody, why, J-Bo?
Because you can't mix anything with your bourbon. You can't put anything extra in it.
Describe that, because you keep saying that, but it's...
You can't put cherry flavor in your bourbon.
Okay.
You can't put honey in your bourbon without it being a whiskey. That's why they have the honey, whatever.
So what you're telling me, that any bourbon does not have, like, any additives?
Like, remember during when we did our last concert together, I snuck in a bottle of Jim Beam Peach.
Yeah, which is a real sissy drink.
That was the most hideous thing I've ever had, but it got the job done. But that can't be considered bourbon from what I'm told, because there's that added flavor to it.
There's that added flavor to it.
Yes.
So that would be your answer.
That would be my answer.
Your answer, the J-Bo answer, would be that all whiskeys are bourbon. You would say no.
No.
Because whiskeys can have additives and bourbon cannot add additives.
Right. Am I
All
right?
Well, listen, that's why we're going to truthfully, as a part of this Two Shots on a Barrel, be able to find experts that can tell us
Right.
that information. But according to the American Bourbon Association, all whiskey is a bourbon is a myth. According to this, it says, while all bourbon is whiskey, did you get that, J-Bo?
Oh.
While all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey can bear distinction of being called bourbon
That's horseshit.
whiskey.
That's it. Too much confusion up in this place.
Man, I've heard people say that before, though. I've heard them say it. I think I've been on a tour or two, and they'll say, well, while all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey can be bourbon. You're totally confused.
You got me.
Get your Basil Hayden back out. Take a
I'm
drink.
like, dude, why can't it just be bourbon and whiskey? I have been with Gretchen Wilson at her house.
Gretchen Wilson.
And we were at a listener party, and she wanted to do a toast.
Look, this is our. All right, listen.
No, let me finish.
No, but listen. Let's do this.
Okay.
This is our first podcast, and you're already pulling out freaking names.
I'm telling, but
you're name dropping.
I have
That is
to.
unfair.
She handed me a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey,
And that's not bourbon.
No. And I've only up until that time.
Did you tell her?
No,
Did you say, Gretchen, how dare you bring out some damn Tennessee whiskey
She was too
when
busy.
I am a Kentucky bourbon boy.
She was dipping at the time.
She was dipping?
She dipped.
You got to be kidding
I had
me.
people. I was way too drunk to even care.
She was dipping?
She dips constantly.
Like Sko or Copenhagen dip?
We interviewed her early in the day. She was dipping. She took my bottle of water and spit in it and put it down. I told her she could have it. And then that night,
That is gross.
that night she's still dipping. But
That is gross.
the thing is, she handed me. That was my first whiskey.
Is there something flying on my head?
No, you're just bald.
Okay.
And so I tried it, and there's no comparison. There's nothing like bourbon, because the whiskey is nasty. I don't like anything to do with whiskey. I had to be super.
Are you telling me all whiskey is nasty?
All that I've had.
I disagree with you.
What whiskey do you like?
Willet.
Willet, okay.
It's not bourbon.
Really?
But
I
it's
didn't know that.
genuinely Kentucky.
I've never had it.
It's rye whiskey.
I have a bottle this big in my bar, and I've never opened it.
You need to open it sometimes. Expand your horizons.
I might bring it in.
Put
Try
a little dip in your mouth.
That's probably what I need to do. But listen. I mean, I didn't know they made whiskey in Kentucky. I thought it was just a bourbon thing.
That's a great another question.
Yeah.
Do they make whiskey in Kentucky?
Willett's in Bardstown, buddy.
There you go. So, but if you had, like, let's talk about Kentucky, because Kentucky is notoriously the bourbon capital of the world, and we know that bourbon is made other places.
Yeah.
That's cool. We love you too.
Yeah, Wyoming, everywhere.
But what percentage would you say, J-Bo, of bourbon is made in Kentucky? Where would you put that? Where would you put that percentage?
I'm just guessing. I'm going to say about 70.
You're
close?
completely.
I told you I don't know.
100% wrong. That's the reason why we're doing this.
Right.
We can learn together.
So what's the answer?
95%.
Holy crap!
Think about that.
That's a lot.
You've got 95 bottles of bourbon sitting in front of you. Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. 100 bottles of bourbon sitting in front of you. 95 freaking of them would be Kentucky bourbon.
That is awesome.
Is that not awesome?
And how many of those distilleries are just right around us?
They're
all over the
We're
place.
in the bourbon capital. Most of your bourbons in Kentucky are, again, think about this for a second. 95% of all the bourbons made in the world are made in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And the majority of them are made in a geographic area that's right around us. In Louisville, Lexington, Versailles.
You're painting a picture that nobody can see in the air.
I mean, if you look at a damn map while I'm saying it, you can. I mean, pull out the Kentucky map.
Great.
Here you go. Let me give you 30 seconds. All right, pull out the Kentucky map.
All right, got it.
Now, paint that picture. Lexington, Louisville.
I know, man.
Lawrenceburg, Versailles, Bardstown, Lebanon, Loretto.
I'm with you. Downtown Louisville.
I said Louisville.
No, you didn't.
I said Louisville and Lexington. But the point is, J-Bo, 95%.
It's all here.
And it's right within.
It blows my mind that it's 95%. That's crazy.
Is that not the craziest thing ever?
So if you're in California with all the sissy wine, I like wine, by the way, but it's compared to bourbon, it's kind of, Come on down. Come see us. Come to Lebanon. Stay in one of our bed and breakfasts here. We have some killer bed and breakfasts here in Lebanon, Marion County. And then call up your bus and go on that bourbon trail. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If you're just joining us, we are starting our podcast with Basil Hayden.
Yes.
Give them the specifics of Basil Hayden,
Basil,
if you will.
Well, I'll give you.
That's not freaking Basil Hayden.
See, I've already had too much.
All right, tell everybody what about Basil Hayden.
40% alcohol. That's probably why we drink it.
I love it, which means it's
80
what?
proof.
80 proof.
Yep.
There you go.
And then the other one we're drinking.
That's not enough.
I know. That's why I
Is that
brought
all
this.
the information you're going to say about the drink that we're drinking?
I mean, does anything else matter?
For God's sakes,
Here we
J-Bo.
go. Let's see. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled and bottled in Kentucky Springs Distillery Company in Claremont, Frankfort, Kentucky. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Frankfort.
That's the kind of information people need. So, this is so cool. I love their bottles. That's the other cool thing about bourbon is the bottles and the uniqueness of the bottles, and Basil Hayden is definitely one of those unique. Check this out. It's 80 proof. Basil Hayden's sophisticated taste remains true to the old family recipe. That's the thing about bourbon, man. The history.
Hey, the thing about bourbon is drinking. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, I already see one thing. When we give our preview, and listen, do you ever watch any cigar shows? I bet you don't.
Absolutely, positively not.
If you ever watched them, one of the key things about a cigar show is they describe the cigar. They say this cigar has such and such leaf and binder and fillers, and they describe it, J-Bo. You picked up a damn bottle of Basil Hayden and said two words.
Hey.
We're going to have to get somebody in here that is a better describer of bourbon.
But there's not going to be one person walks in here that can drink as much as I can. I'm telling you, I love my bourbon in my mouth. And I don't care if it came in a red barrel, purple barrel, or a brown barrel. As long as it goes in my belly and makes me laugh and it makes me happy, I'm good. But if I put a cigar in my mouth...
Don't be talking about poop again.
There could be a chance I turn green at some point in that program.
Listen, you're going to be smoking some cigars because we're going to pair them with the new bourbon.
Yeah.
And listen, we're cheap. Yeah. If you want us to talk about your bourbon, and let me tell you, people are going to know about 2 shots on a barrel.
They already do.
And you need to get that to us so that we can talk about your bourbon. I mean, we'll give J-Bo some lessons so he'll know what he's doing better.
Yes, I will read up on it.
That was the most... Like, if you were doing advertisements for Basil Hayden, you would have been fired.
No, that right there shows my love for bourbon because I don't care what's on the label. I care about the taste.
That shows your. What are you pointing to your cheek?
Because the mic was in the way.
You're freaking.
I have to have. It's all about taste for me. I don't care if you're a monkey and you make bourbon. If it tastes good, I'm going to drink that monkey's bourbon.
But you've already said that you don't even freaking know what it tastes like.
Wait.
You said all I know is that it burns when it goes down.
That's fine. It does. Have you ever had bourbon that didn't burn going down?
Yes, Basil Hayden.
No, it burns.
It does not burn.
You don't have enough in your cup.
I'm sipping it.
Come on, man.
I'm sipping this bourbon in this oversized pea cup.
It is a pea cup. It really is. Hey, next time we come in here, we'll have some fancy glasses. How about that?
We need to have some fancy glasses.
That was just a...
All of our list of sponsors. Go ahead and get us some fancy.
Yeah.
And I want some fancy like ice cubes
now,
while we're at it.
Do we step up 2 notches to a Dixie cup, or do we 3 notches to a nice glass?
I want honest to goodness glass.
Okay,
that's another question though.
Right.
Like what is a bourbon glass? What is the typical, like the sophisticated bourbon? See, we don't know that. You don't know that.
And why does it sometimes when you go to some place, you order a bourbon, they bring out the fancy glass and with a big ball of ice in it?
I know.
It goes straight up my nose. I mean, I go
like
and
when we had that old fashioned.
Yes.
That was so cool. I just felt like I was important.
I know, but couldn't you? I mean, it just. I guess I'm just clumsy. But having a big ball of ice in my bourbon just makes it come flying out.
That's because you're clumsy.
I guess so.
I mean, you don't know how
just give me some chunks.
By the time we've got finished with 2 shots on a barrel, we're gonna be sophisticated, man.
Or drunk.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah,
that's
listen.
true. Right, but I gotta bring out something.
Okay.
Here. Because one of the things that you talked about, that in order for it to be a bourbon,
right,
that it had to be, you couldn't add anything to it.
Right.
I think when we talked to somebody that probably knew what they were talking about, I think it would be a whole lot more than just you can't add anything to it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like I'm pretty sure they would tell you this. They would say bourbon has to at least be 51% corn.
Really?
You did not know that.
I knew they threw corn in about it.
You did not know that it had to be 51% corn.
No, did you?
Yes.
Because you watched it all last night. You're up to midnight.
I've been on tours.
Tours.
That's the thing they tell you, J-Bo. They say that the corn has got to be 51%. If it's not 51%, it's not bourbon.
But see,
it doesn't. I mean, yeah, don't put some Kool-Aid in it or whatever, like stupid crap you said. But the key thing, J-Bo, for it to be bourbon in the bottle, I'm not talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about when it's sitting over there in the bottle.
Right.
That thing started with 51% corn at least.
That's crazy. That is just
like
nuts.
If it was 51% rye, guess what?
What?
Answer the question.
No, that wasn't a question. Tell me what, man. Tell me what.
It couldn't be bourbon.
Let me tell you something. Everybody at home, listen to this. If you care more about corn, how much corn is in your bourbon, than actually drinking the bourbon, then you don't really like bourbon. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say that again?
If you're more worried about how much corn is in it, the percentage, if you're worried about that and thinking about that when you're drinking the bourbon.
I'm not telling people to think about it. I'm telling you that bourbon has strict standards, J-Bo, and it starts with the corn, man.
But you just said bourbon can be whiskey and whiskey can be bourbon.
But, all right, let me think about this. Bourbon is whiskey.
But
whiskey is not bourbon. And what makes bourbon whiskey, J-Bo, is the corn. It's got to have 51%.
So what you're saying is there's no whiskey with 51% corn in
it. That's a good question.
I don't know.
I would think that as long as it meets the other qualifications of being bourbon, that it would be bourbon, not whiskey.
We need Chad
bourbon
in here.
Whiskey.
We need Lil Beano on here.
He's gonna be. So tell people who Lil Beano is.
Well, he's a longtime friend, first and foremost. Just a great guy, great golfer. But he is high on the food chain over at Kentucky Cooperage, which makes the bourbon barrels for the bourbon. And
which is so cool that we got that right here too.
What is that? A mile away from us?
Yeah,
if that.
Yeah.
And and we're going to take full advantage of him being one of our dear friends and make him come in here and spill his guts on everything bourbon and teach us how it all works because he knows all about it.
This is so cool. I just pulled up the coolest thing. You care if I tell you about it and enlighten you a little bit?
Do it.
All right, so here's the cool. We need this printed out.
Okay.
And put in our this will be in our our case someday.
Okay.
When they're talking about
Right.
2 shots on a barrel. Cuz this will be like how we learned about it from the very get-go without any experts in here. All right, so here's the ingredients of bourbon. You ready?
Yep.
The initial dry grain mixture or mash bill. Don't ask me what that means.
Poor duck.
What the hell is mash bill?
Dead duck in a row.
Dang, I didn't know ducks were in.
Oh,
all right,
that sucks.
all right. So the initial dry grain mixture or mash bill. I guess dry grain mixture means mash bill.
I don't know, man.
That's funny.
That sounds nasty.
That's funny. All right, consists of a combination of how much corn, J-Bo?
61%. 51.
You are a
51. I was thinking something else. I was thinking about your age.
all right. 51. My age is damn 51, dummy. I mean, that should have been enough to get it right.
Sorry.
All right, 51% corn, along with other grains
Right.
such as rye, wheat, and malted barley. Now, of the other 3 grains, which do you like best, J-Bo?
I like it when my phone doesn't ring during the podcast.
Stupid. You're stupid.
I only like the corn bourbon.
So you don't like you're just like, give me 100% corn, baby.
Give me the corny. I tell them. Actually, I'll drink anything you put in front of me. I'm just kidding.
Just tell the truth. You don't freaking have a clue.
I like bourbon. I tell you, I don't read the labels.
You don't have a clue whether you like rye, wheat, or barley.
I can promise you that rye is not on my top of my list. I'll try that. And
you don't have a clue.
No, really, because I have some at home. Like I told you that I haven't even opened yet.
What about it that you don't like?
I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't taste like what I think. What it is when I first started drinking, and I waited till I was 21 because I'm a rule follower, and I started with this stuff right here beside us, the Maker's Mark, the Jim Beam, and I think what you start with is what you usually like the most. I think that's probably why I like it more than rye. Do you like rye?
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't answer the question either. I was just wondering if you could.
Well, I'll get some and bring it in for the next podcast, and we'll try it together.
All right, we'll talk about what is going to be our next bourbon for the next podcast. We're drinking Basil Hayden today. J-Bo's a little bit of he wussed out on me. He wasn't ready for the cigars today. So, but we are starting Basil Hayden, and then we'll tell you about what our next one's going to be for podcast numero 2 dos.
Now listen, if you want your bourbon, to be tested out, with the Bow Brothers, because we're professionals, we'll give you if it's bad, it's bad, but if it's wonderful, I'm going to tell the world how good it is. Just send it in.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, because I love Kentucky bourbon.
Right.
I'm going to be like, hey, it's damn good.
I'm going to have to call my wife. Can you come get me? We just killed a bottle of Basil.
All right. So next thing, we talked about the breakdown. Well, the mash house. That sounds so cool.
Mash house.
The grains are then milled to produce a fine mixture that is combined with water. And do you know one of the coolest things about Kentucky and what they say that makes bourbon from Kentucky the best there is that limestone water.
Yep, limestone. It's all about limestone.
It's all about the water, baby.
Yeah.
I think before this is said and done, we are going to be such experts. We're going to have our own version of bourbon.
I like
Wouldn't that be cool?
We need to have our own bourbon bottle. Everything lined up, ready to go.
I think it's good.
We can do it.
So the next thing that happens, J-Bo, the milled grains are then cooked under pressure to create mash with fermentation.
Sounds good to me.
You like to be fermented?
Nope. I did go through a tour, and they said stick your finger in the mash and taste it.
I thought it was going to be nasty.
It was nasty.
I didn't think it was.
Dude, it's like putting...
Did you think it was going to be hot?
No.
J-Bo, you're full of crap. It's sitting there bubbling. Don't you think it's hot?
I don't know. I was so wanting to drink that I didn't really.
And you put your finger in there and licked on it?
Yeah, it was terrible.
It's probably something that was on your finger.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't taste bad.
But it tastes like a dry...
Like bread?
Oatmeal.
That doesn't taste bad.
You eat dry oatmeal? Come on, man. There's a reason why you put water in it and stir it up and it gives it flavor.
Oh, gosh.
So I spent the rest of the tour doing this. I need water. I need because my mouth was just full of like dry oatmeal is what it tastes like. I needed a drink. So yeah, that's that. So no.
Don't let that keep you away from the distillery tours. Come and try it. I don't think it's bad at all. And you got to dip your finger down in there and taste it.
I think I just scraped the top.
That's the problem. You got like the.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah, you didn't go down to the actual liquid part.
Yeah.
All right. So the yeast is then added to the cooled mash, fermenting the mixture and producing what is called wash.
Really?
Wash, the liquid used for the distilling process.
Didn't know that.
You're gonna be quizzed on the next podcast about this. Oak barrels. Here
we go.
This is
Here we
Little
go.
Beano's part. The unaged whiskey is then poured into brand new charred white oak barrels, the majority of which are produced right here in Bourbon Country.
Why white oak? What did they?
That is a great question.
I mean, did they try every tree and?
That's a great question.
Does it bend better than the others?
Dude, I'm the idiot like you.
Right.
You think I would know the answer to that? I know oak trees are plentiful in this part of the country.
That's true.
So I mean, that's one of the things. That's a great question.
Man, we need to go to
Little Beano's going to be.
He's
going to be a wealth of. That's going to be the cool part too. Is rubbing elbows with all of the the real people in the industry.
Yeah, and I'll be sitting there looking at them, and they're probably thinking, "What the hell?"
I'm going to tell you, when they come in here, by gosh, they're drinking bourbon and smoking cigars.
Yeah.
Because we can't sit in here and be an all sophisticated.
Hey, it'd be awesome if we got Fred in here. Fred, no, how cool would that be?
Well, I mean,
he's in Bardstown. We can go pick him up.
I think it needs to happen.
I mean, his sister lives.
We may have to take our expert facility to the people.
His sister lives a block away from me. There's no reason why I can't get her to sucker him in.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, that's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
All right, so the barrels are then placed in a warehouse for aging. And during the aging process, the whiskey gains color and flavor from the charred wood.
Nice.
I'm liking how that process happens.
Nice. And if I'm not mistaken.
So when it goes into a barrel, J-Bo, here's a quiz for you. Is the bourbon a darker fluid or is it a clear fluid?
When it goes in?
To the barrel.
I would say it's probably clear.
Good answer.
Because the wood gives it the color.
Yeah.
But and I know Maker's Mark's doing some stuff, and I'm sure the other distilleries are also adding extra wood into the barrel to give it extra oaky flavor.
I've seen some things like that.
Gives it their own special little touch.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And then finally, once a whiskey has reached the desired maturity, it's been in the warehouses for X period of time, the barrels are sampled and selected based on a particular taste profile.
Nice.
Have you ever wondered how, like, Maker's Mark is a definite? I mean, it's got to be certain part. Basil Hayden, which is what we're drinking today,
right,
for our podcast. It's got to be the same. It can't, like, Basil Hayden can't be this way one time and another way.
Yeah, it's got to be the same.
It's got to be the same. That's
got to be.
That's another great question. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this thing happening so we can find out all there is to know.
There's so much to learn
about bourbon.
I mean, I think I'm a professional when it comes to drinking it, but all of this stuff you're throwing at me, man, I'm like, I did not know. It's going to
be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So tell everybody what we're going to be drinking on our second podcast.
Well, let's see. You want to do this one?
Yes, I want to do that one.
Let's see what this is. This was given to me for a birthday present. Let's see. Woodford, I can't even say it. Woodford Reserve, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Distillers Select.
That is. Let me check this out.
Check it out.
All right, so we're going to be going Woodford Reserve, which is produced in Versailles. Is that correct?
I believe it is.
Versailles, Kentucky. So Basil Hayden, you said, was Frankfurt, which is, again, my favorite.
Love it.
Woodford Reserve out of Versailles. This is a gift to J-Bo. It is 45.2% alcohol and a little over 90 proof. So we're going to step up our game, and we're going to be able to see if we can swish it around, smell it, and see all the different colors. And what would be so cool is after we do that and we give our, okay, I taste this and that, and then look at the official. Right. Wouldn't that be neat?
We can do that.
We see how bad we are at tasting.
I'm telling you, y'all can sit and talk about fruity flavors coming out of it. I'm going to sit there and be like, yes.
Well, listen, man, this is going to be a fun trek. It's 2 shots on a barrel.
Right.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Please.
Tell all of your friends about it. We've got big dreams of wearing our tuxedos into all kinds of bourbon events. I would love to be at the next big Derby Gala festival and
be an intro,
having my lovely bride on my arm and just walking in. And
heck yeah, man. We can do it.
So make sure you hit subscribe. Get the word out. We're two guys trying to learn about bourbon and all things Kentucky. You can learn right along with us.
Right.
It's not going to be pretty sometimes. J-Bo is like extremely not pretty.
No,
but
not
we
at
are
all.
going to have all kinds of fun, and we hope you will come to the bourbon capital of the world.
Heck yes.
Because we think that it's the best.
Now, if you stick with us, we're going to be having giveaways. We're going to have games. We're going to have all sorts of surprises. But we're also going to have a Facebook presence.
Yep.
A Instagram presence.
Yep.
And somebody told us to do TikTok. Last time we did that was a disaster. But we're going to have a presence everywhere. So if you see our name, please friend us, like us, subscribe. And we're going to take this thing and run with it.
Absolutely. Adios. Until next time on Two Shots in a Barrel, I'm Jimbo.
I'm J-Bo.
Peace out. Bye.